let's head over and destroy some back, destroy some shoulders. Today's a really good day out, man. It is nice and windy, but it is also warm. Thankfully, inside the apartment too, it's pretty cozy, so the cat's just been kind of napping around, just kind of hanging out, really. But today is feeling like a really good day. Although yesterday we got a ticket, like I mentioned, unfortunately we're not gonna let it ruin our week because we've been having a good week this week when it comes to the lift, so I've been pretty happy. I was just talking to my grandma earlier because she gave me a call, and because she likes seeing my videos, and so I send her over my videos every time I post, so that way she can just kind of get the direct link, because if she tries to find them, she won't be able to, just because she doesn't know how to navigate her phone as well, and then doesn't know how to navigate YouTube pretty well. So we kind of just already set up her phone so that way she gets the most it's the easiest for her as possible. And so she always watches my videos, and tell me why today we are talking on the phone and she tells me, hey, it seems like you've been talking more than you've been working out in your videos. Can y'all believe she did me dirty like that? She says, yeah, just your grandpa was also saying that you've been talking way more. We haven't seen you been going as hard. Literally, it's almost like she's telling me that I haven't been going as hard in the gym. And I was like, are you serious? Well, in my mind, I was just like, I thought it was like the funniest thing. But I was just like, maybe it's because back in the day, it was just a little bit harder for me to breathe, because I was also a little bit heavier. I was bulky and everything. Maybe that's why it seemed like I was running out of breath faster and stuff. But we were talking, but she did me so dirty, and I thought it was just like the funniest thing. And it really told me I need to get my head in the game. She told me to lock in, basically. And so that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be going hard today. We're gonna be dedicating our back and shoulder day today to my grandma. I'm gonna be going super hard, so that way she doesn't tell me that way she doesn't tell me to lock in again. Her and my grandpa, but they're so funny. They're hella hilarious. They're hella hilarious. Damn, I can't say the word for some reason. We're always cracking jokes and stuff. She has my grandma and my grandpa have the best sense of humor. I don't know if it's just Mexican parents, Mexican grandparents in general, but some of them are so chill. My grandparents especially, they're always saying like bad words or saying like funny stuff, and it's always so funny. They haven't visited in a while though. The last time they came to visit was maybe like a year ago. So they've been coming over, I think, since maybe 6 years ago. They got their visa and they've been kind of visiting, which has been super nice. We get to hang out with them. We've kind of showed them around a little bit, even though it's a little bit harder just because my grandma's a little bit on the older side, so sometimes she does have a little bit of trouble walking. So we try to minimize it as much as possible as well, so that way she doesn't have to walk all the time every time she visits. We got her like canes and things like that, just to make her stay as comfortable as possible. Even though I swear my grandparents are also super hard headed. I tell them to relax, but no, they want to kind of like do things around the house and stuff. I'm like, no, just relax and stuff. But they kind of just want to be handy and just kind of uh I don't want to be in the mix, which I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm sure it gets boring not doing anything. Uh, but yeah. But today we are doing pull downs. So we are itching for that pull down machine. Hopefully we don't have to do the one that's all the way in the corner. It's not my favorite. I've been kind of like really getting into like just the regular pull down machine with the T-bar. So I'm hoping that we get access to that once we get to the gym. We are going around a time that typically is a lot slower. So it's gonna be around 2 when we get to the gym. And it's typically empty around that time. But this week has been a bit of a curveball because it feels, I don't know, it feels like it's been way busier than I've been anticipating every single time I walk in there. So it's been a little bit weird this week, but typically if we get lucky, we will get access to the pull down machine. I also want to try something out with the bench, where I've tried before, but I didn't really I kind of stopped doing just because it kind of takes a bit to kind of set up, and sometimes when it gets busy in the gym, it sometimes can't work out that way. But it'd be nice to set up a bit of a bench and do a bit of a cross body pull, which would be really nice for our lats. So hopefully we get access to a bench after we do that those pull downs. That's what we're thinking of doing, and then we're gonna do rows just like usual. I'm thinking that maybe we'll do that the isolation machine that we like instead of doing the regular seated ones with the T-bar, just because I've been feeling a crazy crazy pump with those, and because they're chest supported, I don't have to really worry about my lower back, and it just feels so much better. So hopefully we get access to that one, and then we're probably going to stick to that one for the last back exercises. And then for shoulders, we're gonna do our regular cable lateral raises, and then we're gonna move over to some reverse pec deck, hopefully, if they're not taken. And we're also going to do some front raises, just to kind of get some front delt work in. We haven't been doing it too much, just because you kind of already work it when you're doing some chest exercises and things like that, but we do want to build everything up as we go, so we're going to be throwing some, maybe 3 sets in. I don't think I'll be recording those, just because you're really just going to see me just like raising a dumbbell or like raising the cable machine. So I probably won't record that, and then we're going to do the pose down, and then we are going to do 10-15 minutes of cardio. We've been trying to stay as steady as possible when it comes to the cardio, so that way we can stay lean throughout this bulk, or a little bit leaner, and we get to also eat a little bit more, which is nice. So that is the game plan. Later today, after the gym, I need to stop by Safeway because we have ran out of those Quaker rice cakes. I'll have you guys take a look back at the last video that I uploaded where I picked them up. I think it was at the end of the video. I showed you guys the four packs. I forget when it was. I don't know. It for sure was last week. I don't know if it was like in the midweek or not. But we went through those rice cakes pretty fast. I've been having maybe like 8 a day. But they're so low calorie and they're such a great snack. I've been having them every morning with my coffee. I have like 3 with my morning coffee, and then I have one with my so I have 4 in the morning, and then I have my, I guess you would call it, second breakfast after the 3 rice cakes and the coffee. I have some yogurt mixed with some sugar-free Jello, and then I crumple up some of the rice cakes, so that way it can kind of give it a little bit of a crunch, a little bit of texture. And that's just what my morning has been consisting of. It's been pretty fire. I've been really enjoying that. So we've been kind of just sticking with that, and then for lunch I kind of just see what we have. But today we're going to be doing some quesadillas and some burgers as well. So we have to stop by Trader Joe's to pick up some light shredded mozzarella, and then pick up some burger buns, and then also pick up some of those handsome cut fries. So funny how they call them handsome cut. Like they're literally the most mixed match like fries ever. They're like different sizes and everything. It's like they use the machine and they just like whatever scraps got like torn up but like really weird, they kind of just threw them in a bag. It's so funny how they call them handsome cut. But that's what we're gonna end up picking up, and then we're gonna pick up some more Quakers because we ran out this morning. So we're gonna probably pick up 4 to 5 little packages. But we're about 10-12 minutes away from the gym. We have to take a little bit of a different route. I actually have to check at some point whether the old route is cleared up now. But this new route that we've been taking has been pretty nice. It hasn't been too hectic compared to the other one. So maybe we'll just start sticking to this route that we've been kind of taking. We'll see. We shall see. It also seems just a tiny bit faster. Just a tiny bit. The beta alanine is already kicking in. I'm already feeling those tingles, that bit of anxiety that I'm already getting to. I start to feel it kind of like right here in my chest, but it's gonna hit us right on time. Let's go ahead and now switch over to the next exercise, or not the next exercise, but the next clip. I kind of just noticed that my mic was not on during that first set, so you guys probably heard nothing of what I said. So I was talking to myself, but that's fine. Let's do our second set. What I mentioned was I was gonna put that little 2.5, that little trick I like to do, put that pin in between, so add a little bit more weight, but not at that full 5 pounds. You can sometimes see you can increase little by little. You don't have to go full 5 pounds right away. But that 80 felt hella heavy, and then we dropped it to 70 for a few more. I think for this next one we're gonna do 72.5 and try to get at least a solid 67. Let's see how that goes. That first one, knocked some wind out of us for sure. So let's see how this one goes. Thankfully, it's a little bit empty at the gym, so that might mean we might get access to a bench. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, kind of got 5. Let's pause at this bad boy. Hit it for the same weight. I think for maybe 3 or 4 more, and that should be pretty good. I'm gonna take maybe like a 10-15 second break. Man, I'm gonna drink some water after this too, man. I'm thirsty. Okay, how was that? Let's do one more. I think we're gonna do 70 for the third one, and that should be pretty good. Let's do our third one, man. I am, for some reason, I'm getting tired fast, but it also feels like it's kind of going by fast. So we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling kind of mid workout. But we're gonna go hard on this third one. Try to get at least a solid 7 to 8. And I think we're gonna stick. We're gonna drop down. So we started off with 80 for the first one, dropped it to 70, and then we did a pause it with 72.5, and now we're gonna do 70 for maybe like just a full set of maybe 7 to 8. We'll see. Okay, that was okay. Let's do one more. Let's do pause it actually. Let's pause it this bad boy. Hopefully, we can for at least two more. That was good. All right, let's move over to some cross body work, and that should be pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do our second one. Thankfully, it is not too busy at the gym right now, or it's not as packed, so we got access to one of these benches. We're gonna do two sets of cross body work. Try to go as heavy as we can. I'm thinking we're gonna start with our right and then go off to our left. And then for the second one, we'll start off with our left and then match that with our right. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully, I can get a good amount. Let's do 55 sets. Actually, let's start with our left. I like. Okay, let's get the same amount on this side. Okay, we managed to match that. I think we can. I think we can do one more with. What do we on this? 55. Let's try 60. And yeah, let's try 60. I think I'll be pretty good. Okay. I already feel pretty sore, honestly. Um, okay, not super sore, but I'm feeling it. We're gonna start off with our, I think with our right this time, and then match whatever we get on our right with our left, and then we're gonna move over to. It looks like the isolation machine over there for our back is open, so we'll probably move over to that after. Let's try to go hard on this one before my grandma tells me to lock in again, which she did this morning. She's so funny. Oh my god. Okay. That's not next. All right. Let's move on to our last machine for back. We're gonna do these rows. The other rows are. It just kind of depends if whoever's over there is done because they're kind of using the general area, and I don't want to kind of be in the way. So if they're done with that, then maybe I'll move over there to the one I want to do. But I think in the meantime, I'll do this one for at least one set, just to gauge the other machine. If it's not taken, then we'll go over there, and I think that'll be good. So let's see. But Things are feeling pretty good today, man. I know we're making crazy gains. I can feel it. I can feel it. Hey Siri, play music. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can't play music for this one. We'll play on the next one. Oh, it's just 50. Hold on. I didn't even look at the weight. Still, it's gonna be fine. Maybe I should have paid attention to the weight before I was setting up.
Yeah, what's going on, girl? Yeah, let me loose a little bit. Right. Yeah. I always think John? Sean. Oh, Sean. Sean's moment. Everything else. Sean's moment everywhere. Oh, yeah. 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 Does that to me. Doesn't even know your name. Says Donald. Yeah. All right. It took a second though. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I see him. Yeah. Yeah. You invited me to the Christmas party. Okay. I went 1 year.
All right. If the other one's not taking, we'll grab that one. All right, it's not taking. I think we'll grab the other one to save our lower back. But I at least want to maybe drop set this bad boy a little bit real quick. Catch my breath real quick. Oh man.
He is hilarious.
Okay.
You know?
We'll take out 5.
You're gonna watch basketball?
Oh man.
Sorry?
At least we have some really good food waiting for us at home. So at least we get to look forward to that.
That was her Friday. So was it busy? It was. Yeah. Anytime I was people, feel like back in the day. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's let's save our lower back and let's use the other machine because man, every time I do something that's not chest supported, my lower back starts to hurt a bunch. So let's get through that one. Oh man. Okay. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this last of the bad boys.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that since I was 3 years old. Oh my god. I've been doing that.
There we go.
You're working too hard. Right? You don't want to do it.
Okay, that was good. That was that was honestly hella tiring, man. Sometimes when I'm towards the end of the last last few reps, man, I start having those little thoughts of like, why am I here? Yeah, this is so painful. I think for this one, I'm gonna do a quick drop set and then just see how that goes. Oh my. Okay, that was good. Let's go do some lower back work. I'm gonna try to set up a bench. And I'm gonna try to see what I can set up with that. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna do some type of row where we lay down here and we try to get like a crazy stretch, and we're trying to drive our elbows as close as possible to us. Or yeah, we're just gonna do that because if we end up moving from here, or ah, the bench is open now, so now I'm wondering whether I should do that. There's always nah, I'll do this one. I think I can still get some solid gains with this, and then we can switch things up a little bit and do some lateral races. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of like do some C supported lateral races and just kind of go like this. Try to get as many as we can and just kind of go from there. Hopefully we can get a solid amount. We'll see. We'll see. But let's do those rows first. Let's see how that goes. This one's gonna be a bit of a tricky one, I won't even lie. Let's see how we set this up. Hope I don't bust my ass. I don't know how I feel about that. Feels okay. It definitely does not feel the same as as a a seat supported row, which I feel like the stretch is much crazier. But I think what I'm gonna do is go do that real quick, do a quick set, and then we'll come back over here and do those lateral races. Let's do that. Okay. We well, I kind of decided to do some lateral races with these just with some regular dumbbells just to kind of get out the way. We're already kind of in the general area. It was pretty empty over here now. I said, why not? We'll do some seated supported or some seated rows. Not seated rows, but uh, we're gonna do some seated so lateral races with the dumbbells. I think it's a good little change. Nothing too crazy. It's not the craziest change, but we're gonna go nice and slow. And then we're gonna go to the reverse pec. They can do that one for I'm thinking 4 sets as well. So 4 sets of this, 4 sets of that. Let's see how it goes. And we're gonna use these burpee grips. So that way the weight stay on it. I'll move this just a tiny bit. There we go. Let's see how that one feels. Hit it for maybe. Man. Okay, Lord. Let's let's grab about 22.5. Let's grab 22.5 and see how that feels. Let's do the second set. We'll move down to the 22.5. I'm trying to get as many as we can. What's nice about these versa grips is I can tie them up where I'm not even gripping them no more. It's kind of just hanging out for this part. Maybe I'm literally pulling with just my side belt, so it gives me a bunch of tension, which is nice. Yeah, that's
Let's pause this. Hit it for maybe 3 more. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, let's move down. Let's do 20. I think that should be pretty good. That goes Thursday. We ended up moving out to 20. We ended up we're not going to fit on the last two, so that was pretty good. Let's go to fit on these two. And I think we're gonna stay to 20s. I don't think we need to go down from there. And table just gonna search it up. No particular reason, honestly, just I don't wanna set up a cable machine to be honest. I need to stop lying before my grandma tells me that I all I do is talk in my videos. I can't get over it. I thought it was just like the funniest thing she told me ever. Yeah, yeah, your grandpa noticed. Then he dead as hell. Come on. Maybe we'll do one at a time. Just to try it out. Just to see. That's pretty good. Let's do one more like that. I kind of like the single arm work. It's kind of cool. That's a show. I am so big. I uh I can't wait to get home. I ended up writing down what I was gonna eat today this morning, and we're gonna stop by Trader Joe's to get some hamburger buns because we're gonna do some cheeseburgers later. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest. It's some nice cheeseburgers. We're gonna do two, and then we're gonna get some other handsome cut fries. Pretty excited. We're gonna stick to 20s for the last one. Let's go hard so we can go through the reverse pec deck.
Okay. Before we move over to some bear like that, let's do some raises now. I think we're gonna do raises for like maybe 2 sets. No, let's do 3 sets. Let's do 3 sets. I think that should be pretty good. Okay. Let's work on that mission. Nice. And we got a crazy shoulder pump today, which is nice. Today was a really good day. We gotta stop by, go to Safeway. I'm pretty hungry, honestly. I think I'm gonna just do 10 minutes of cardio, probably nothing above that, and that should be pretty good. Let's do one more front lat spread, and then let's take a look at the back, see how it looks. Let's see the back view. Oh, yeah, you guys don't get. All right. Oh no. Okay, let's go home. Posting down in itself is already pretty fucking tiring. I'm already like, I feel like I just did fucking cardio. And I've just been posing down. So let's go do 10 minutes of cardio and then let's go home.